trying to fulfill my dreams, looking for answers, a landscape full of meaning. I saw a light at the end of the way. I flew to Barcelona and knew I had to stay. She's so kind and strong, she's ancient but young, and she plays to the beat of a magical song. Below the mountains and close to the sea, I found Barcelona, a place to be free. From Gracia to Clot, going up to Madrid, I found Barcelona, and it's the place to be. I found Barcelona, I found Barcelona, or maybe she found me.
Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. We are 2 months away from the Congress, and it's an intense and exciting period for us here at the ISF Secretariat. Today, we're bringing you some important updates to guide your participation to the World Seed Congress in Barcelona. And please use the comments section to ask questions. We would really like to be able to address any questions or doubts you may have. I am joined today in the ISF studio by ISF Secretary General Michael Keller, and connecting from Barcelona is our colleague, ISF Events Coordinator Camille Beronie, who is very busy setting the scene for all of you during the Congress. Hi, Michael. Hi, Camille.
Hi, Francine. Good to see you.
So yeah, let's jump right into it. Michael, we are having an in-person Congress after 2 long years, and the first one under the new ISF structure. And we are just coming out of the shadows of this pandemic. And today, of course, we are faced with a conflict here in Europe, in Ukraine. How do you make sense of all of this? And why is it more important now than ever to meet as a sector?
Yeah, thanks so much, Francine. Really happy to engage with you all today, also to provide you some further updates on the preparation of the work, and happy to see also Camille sitting in Barcelona, which is showing that we are preparing the Congress. 60 days, what you mentioned. And I think it is clear today we have COVID. COVID is still existing, it's absolutely clear, but we all learned to work around COVID and to organize also congresses in times of COVID. It means I was just last week in Barcelona also to see the setup. All this, the scene is set. But I think more importantly, and here I would like to express really the thoughts also of ISF on the unimaginable situation our colleagues also are facing in Ukraine. It is more important than ever to meet, that the seed people of the world are meeting again. Yes, ISF has a new structure, and I'm really thrilled about these good dynamics we could build. This first March, some days back, where we launched this youth structure with new people also in our workflow. It's incredible. It's nice. But I think what is more important, and we see this when you have, in times of COVID, there were discussions of disruptive seed flow, but we could handle this. But today, look, the situation we have in Ukraine, it's absolutely essential that we can continue in times of conflict, seed supply. And I think here, when you look the impact which can happen if there's no seed supply to conflict zones like Ukraine on the overall food supply chain. And I think these are topics we have to discuss together. More than ever, seed supply is essential. That we can provide seed choice to farmers everywhere is so essential. We learned it during COVID. We understand it now also with this COVID. And you see a lot of publications about the importance of food production. And I think Barcelona in 60 days will be an important opportunity to discuss within the seed sector, but also with international organizations, with NGOs from around the world on the question on seed resilience, on supplying farmers around the world. Can we accept a world where you have more and more hungry people? We speak about 800. And I think, yes, the seed sector needs to take part in this discussion, and we need to be able to welcome you all to discuss these topics together.
Indeed, a very critical sector, not only in times of peace, but also in times of crisis. Let's address the recent unexpected venue change. On the same day that we launched our new structure, we were unexpectedly informed of the unilateral decision of our former Congress venue and hotel that they're not able to host our event anymore. So the question is, how does this impact our participants to the Congress, and what do our delegates need to know, Michael?
I think, first of all, I'm very excited to see people coming from Yaoundé, from Germany, from around the world joining our call today. It's showing excitement somehow we are creating. I think, 1st of March, I was during the Congress of the African Sea Trade Association. I was sitting there yet thinking, hey, how it will be nice to welcome also the people to our Congress. And then we received a call. And we received a call from those who should host us in Barcelona, hotel and Congress venue, which in a unilateral, unexpected way decided they cannot host us. And I think quite directly at that moment, for all of us and for the ISF Secretariat, it was clear, hey, we will not stop here. We will continue. We will find solution to welcome you all. We have hundreds of registered people from around the world who have yet booked their flights. And as mentioned, we need to sit together to discuss on so many important topics. And we need to provide a business platform for the traders from around the world. And therefore, we said directly, hey, we will maintain our Congress in Barcelona. But at the same time, we need to maintain it at the same time, the same dates. We cannot change the dates. We will not build a new Congress with other dates that the people have to do new bookings. Therefore, priority, same date, same place. And more importantly, it needs to be smooth. For all those who are yet registered, who were yet registered, it's just they will get information. All the bookings will be transferred to the main hotel, those who went to the previous main hotel, and all the registrations, in any case, we keep it. And I think this is so important for us that we could structure something which is easygoing for the delegates. And I think perhaps Camille can provide further information on where we are going now, because it's an exciting place.
Yes, Camille. Well, first of all, very impressive, the effort that went into making the impact as less as possible for the delegates. And I just want to say hi to everyone who is joining us online and sending their messages from all over the world. If you have any questions about your participation to the Congress, do let us know. Yes, Camille. So the big question is, what do our delegates need to know? For those who have already registered and those who have yet to register, what are the things that they need to keep in mind?
Yeah, so hi everyone. I'm here in Barcelona in the Fira Congress Center, the new place where we will be in May. And for all the participants who register already, they should have already received an email with the details for the accommodation to that they will be directly rebooked their room to the Renaissance Hotel close to the Fira Congress Center. And for all the new persons that didn't book their room, you can find it on the Congress website under the accommodation tab, and you have the accommodation platform where you have the Renaissance Hotel, but as well other availability from other hotels, which is really good and close to the Fira Congress. And so yes, the new places is this really nice Fira Barcelona. It's um, everything at the same level. I think I will talk about it a bit later. But yes, it's a really nice place. I think you will be happy to come on site, and we are really looking forward to meet you there.
So just to clarify that again, for those who have already registered, they don't have to do anything. There's no impact on their registration and on their hotel booking. And for those who have yet to register, they can still do it.
Absolutely. I think that was the priority, make it smooth for everybody. And what is also interesting, because we sent out lots of messages last week, and we saw the excitement this created also, even by having to change a venue. In ISF history, we never had to change a venue like this some weeks or some days before the Congress, never to change the main hotel. Somehow we tried to build now a Congress, and I think we are on track. A Congress in 60 days, where normally we take really months and even years. And I think for all of you, remind you, you can register until 10th of May.
Mhm.
That means for the same registration fee, we want to keep it open. We want to be as much as flexible. We would prefer that you register all now because it gives us a better visibility also in terms of what we have to provide in food and beverage and all these things. But here we think on those who are coming. You are important. You need to have it the most easiest way. And I think also we have to remind you the new FIRA International, which is a huge Congress building, but we have one hall. It's just 15 minutes away from the airport, super accessible, beautiful, modern. You see here some of the pictures, lots of hotels around, also our main hotels. It's absolutely walking distance. In May, it will be wonderful weather there. I think the scene is totally reset, and we are totally thrilled also to see that we could build something. Perhaps we can even say it's better than what we previewed initially, but in terms of setup, in terms of meeting rooms, it will be really wonderful.
Yeah, Camille, anything to add on the setup of the trading floor and the exhibition area? Could you, because you're the one in Barcelona, could you describe for us and make us feel like we're there with you?
Yes, so we created a first floor plan with the colleagues we are working with, and with these 2 days I'm here with following a lot of meetings. Then we reshape a lot of stuff. So the floor plan will come a bit later. You will be able to see it on the Congress website. So it's very important that you check it to have the latest information. And to give you more information, it will be everything at the same level. Trading floor will be at the same level with the exhibition area, the catering area, as well with the plenary session and the opening ceremony. We will also have the welcome party in the exhibition area. Really nice place, really beautiful, modern hall. And we have the private meeting room will be upstairs, one level up on the Congress Center, which is also really nice. It's some of them are with daylight and it's already built, so it's really nice room for your meetings. The space is really amazing, and we will have a wonderful Congress.
Well said, Camille. We're very excited about that. And now that we know a little bit about the setup, the venue, the new hotel, I want to talk about the program, the more substantive parts of the Congress. How is the program shaping up? And with regard to the panels, what can delegates expect, Michael?
Yeah, Francine, I think the important one is the program. We are also constantly updating, like a topic like what we have currently on seed supply for conflict zones. We need to bring this into the program, and therefore we are also reshaping, updating the program. I think I'm yet very excited about the opening ceremony with our colleagues from Spain, but also a moment, ISF is also history. It's about legacy, and we will honor 2 new honorary life members during this event. And I'm yet excited to meet them again and to listen what they have to tell us. And I think that's an important one. We are also, and I would be very open here, we are working a lot currently with international organizations to fine-tune also the delegation and the people coming from these international organizations, perhaps even to the opening ceremony. We are working on this, but also on the panels. I think you see that even in international organizations, like at our level, there is a need to meet. The private sector need to meet, and the international organizations needs to meet us. That means here we are finalizing our panels, also the composition of panels, and we wanted to keep it as flexible as for all you, the delegates. That means we didn't decide 3 or 4 months ago who is coming, because it was not easy to decide some months or some weeks ago. I think it's clearer and clearer, and we get more and more green lights from the folks coming to our panels, because we reshaped also the structure of our Congress, and we will have really 6 high-level panels. Without going too much in each panel, but there will be panels on international seed trade. Yeah, conflict zones, absolutely essential, but also questions about phytosanitary measures. There will be also, and again, I think we are discussing a lot about seed supply, but we need also to think about the seed we are providing needs to tackle what farmers, all the challenges farmers having on the ground. That means we need to speak about innovation. And so many important things are currently happening with these new tools like gene editing and regulatory oversight. I think here it also will be nice and important discussions between us, but also with regulators around the world to discuss further where we are going, which direction we are going. And then it's clear one of our initiatives we launched last year during our virtual congress was on seed resilience, which is absolutely essential. That means seed resilience means that there is seed supply to farmers, but the farmer has really the choice, and this everywhere. And we would like to go beyond boundaries. What means beyond boundaries? We are also saying, hey, the private sector has a role to play to supply farmers around the world with seeds, but we have to do this together with also NGOs. We have to do this with private foundation. I think there's so many things who are currently ongoing, and we need to work more together. And this will be really an exciting roundtable also on seed resilience. And on top of this, we need to think further, because that's something we clearly see on the relationship between the seed sector and the farmers, and the diverse range of farmers, also to subsistence farmers. And we're always saying each farmer should have choice to access to seed. Also subsistence farmers should have access to seeds. And I think here we will hear what we have done in past, but we would like also to have an outlook for the future. And not forget, and this will be really the main part of all the discussions and the engagement, we as ISF would like to take more, all the discussions with the value chain. Transforming food systems needs to start also on discussions around seeds, and therefore we need to be part of this debate. That means you will see there will be really 6 high-level panels with speakers from around the world, and we are working, and I think that's a priority for us, to make them coming on site and not virtually. I think the important one is really that we are sitting together also with those who will provide their insights in a discussion, in a dialogue, to build further somehow a road to seed resilience and seed supply.
Thanks, Michael. And just a reminder to everyone who is joining us live, if you have any questions about the World Seed Congress, please send them in the comment section. We are very happy to address them today. Another new element that we're adding to this World Seed Congress, again, part of our learnings from having delved deep into the virtual world, is Channel World Seed, and providing 30-minute highlights of all these very interesting, very relevant topics that will be discussed during the panel session. So do watch out for that. You can connect with us through our Congress website, congress.worldseed.org. That's where you can watch all these panel sessions, 30-minute highlights of these panel sessions. Michael, our colleagues in Spain are preparing a thematic day entitled The Role of Plant Breeding Along the Modern Food Supply Chain. And we know that engaging with the value chain is one of ISF's priorities. In fact, one of the newly created coordination groups is focusing on the value chain itself. So what can you tell us about this thematic day, Michael?
Yeah, first of all, thanks again to our colleagues from National Organizing Committee, PROSE, and also ANOVA, who really had in mind, because they have a certain knowledge and expertise in working together also with the value chain. They wanted to use the fact that we are going together to Barcelona to organize the 19th of May from 9 o'clock in the morning to 2:30 p.m. CT, a really somehow a deep dive into also the value chain, into food at the Mercacabana in Barcelona, which is the grandest 24 hours food hub and wholesale market for fresh food in Europe. I think many of us perhaps heard about it, but here will be a deep dive to get an understanding what is happening here, to discover also this part. And there will be really super exciting panel about innovation technology for a more sustainable value chain, and other high-level speakers who will come. But there will be also, and that's different from what we are setting up with regard to the panels in ISF. First of all, this getting in touch, feeling food and discussing with the value chain directly on site on this topic. But also there will be a cooking show, and even those who will register, and all the information will be posted on the website as quick as possible. We cannot take the engagement within the next hours, but later this week we'll be there. Please register, go there, because you can taste what the chefs will cook. And I think this will be a unique experience. It's a new experience. And here I'm so happy that the National Organizing Committee, our Spanish colleagues, took this up, would like to make us opening our minds for new flavors, but also opening our minds for new discussions with the value chain. Therefore, follow us, and you will see quite soon to register for this thematic day.
Excellent. Well, speaking of new elements, there is yet another new element in this Congress called the Future Generation event, which will happen on Tuesday night, and it's sponsored by Reichswan and Syngenta. I will ask you, Michael, first, and then maybe Camille can add something to it. Can you describe to us what will happen? What is the idea behind this Future Generation event?
Yeah, thanks first of all also to our sponsors, and I think Francine, you can add a lot also because you're very involved in the preparation of this. How could we call it intergenerational event? Because it's not only for the future generations, it's really to bridge generations.
Exactly.
And we see also it's really exciting to see within the seed sector. We have lots of new faces. I think that's important. We have more and more also young people coming to our congresses representing their companies. However, I think there's still, how could I call it, perhaps a misperception, misunderstanding who we are, what we are doing, and perhaps there's not enough excitement also within the young people, also students, to enter and to think about a career at the seed sector level. And therefore, I'm very happy we engaged with the MBA students from ISF Business School in Barcelona. And somehow we challenge them to get a new perception on how should we also perhaps communicate, how we should position ourselves, because we are thinking perhaps we need to think more out of the box. We would like to engage further, but we would like also that more young people are interested in our topics and to discuss with us. I think we have so many nice topics. It's wonderful career opportunity, I think, also in the seed sector, and therefore it's great to organize this on Tuesday, later after, that means 6:15 p.m. CT to 7:45 p.m. CT in the Congress venue. But I think perhaps Francine and Camille, you have quite more information to share with us on this one.
Yes, Camille, where will it be held exactly in the Congress venue?
Yeah, so this event will be held in the exhibition area in the plenary session for the first part of the presentation, and then it will be follow up with a cocktail in the exhibition area, like in the main Congress center place. So really feel free to join. It will be a really nice event, something new, something different. So we are really happy to hold this event as well.
And this side event is free, by the way, so anyone can come. We are not selecting by age. Everyone is welcome to join.
Exactly.
And just to add what you said about the MBA students of the ISF Business School, they are currently now working on these research studies. We are very excited about what they will present to us. They will challenge us a little bit and make us think out of the box about who we are as a sector and how we can bring value to our stakeholders. They are working on the topics of climate change, of intellectual property, and also farmer capacity building. So very exciting. Let's hear them out, and please come to the Future Generation event on Tuesday night. All right. Well, I've nothing else to add, and I don't think we have any questions on the chat. But in any case, if you have any, just send them to us. We will address them, of course. So in closing, any final words, Michael and Camille?
First of all, thanks to all those who will come, who have yet registered. Excited to think about there will be hundreds more who will register. Still nearly 60 days to go for registration. It's good to see also the nice dynamics. It's exciting to see that we will meet again. Nothing will prevent us. We will move ahead. We will welcome you. And therefore, hey, we wait. Please come back to us if you have any question. I imagine currently there are lots of questions. We are happy to respond to them. The ISF Secretariat is happy. And therefore, see you soon in 60 days.
Camille?
Yes, so please register for those who didn't do it yet. We are very happy to have this new venue and to welcome you in May. It will be a really nice congress. So very exciting to have again a face-to-face meeting congress.
Thanks, Camille. And before we close, just one question that made the cut. What's in store for those who are not physically joining the Congress? I can take this one.
That's you.
You can follow the program offerings at Channel World Seed through our Congress website, congress.worldseed.org. We will have 30-minute highlights of each panel where we will bring back the speakers from the panel sessions, and they will have a quick session talking about the highlights of the panels, what went well, what could be the steps forward on these topics. And there you can join also, you can interact via chat. Again, we've had many learnings in the past about this virtual world, and so we will always want to offer a virtual element to our congresses. And of course, all the closed meetings will also be offered virtually for the members of our coordination groups and expert groups. So that's what's in store for our online delegates. And of course, you can follow us on social media. We will have a social media contest sponsored by Syngenta. And you can follow all the updates on our Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram accounts. All right, so thank you so much, and we hope to see all of you in Barcelona. Again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We have 60 days to go. We are very excited. We are so fired up. It's getting really, really intense here in the Secretariat, and thank you so much, and we hope to see you there.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
See you. Thank you. Bye.
Trying to fulfill my dreams, looking for answers, a landscape full of meaning. I saw a light at the end of the way. I flew to Barcelona and knew I had to stay. She's so kind and strong, she's ancient but young, and she plays to the beat.